everybody, and welcome back to another episode on the HermitCraft vanilla server. Yeah guys, I am lost. I'm deep dark underground. I'm scared. I'm just kidding. Or maybe I'm not. No, there's the light. I see the way out. Yeah guys, we are here down underneath in the village area where I've been breeding villagers, trading with them, getting things going. No, I haven't put this project aside. I've actually been working on this for quite some time now, but it's a lot of boring stuff. It's a lot of getting villagers, bringing them over here, trading with them, find out that the trade that they're doing shows up too early, and then killing them, and then getting another villager, and that's the wrong villager, so you gotta get rid of that one and get another one until you get the priest. And yeah, so let me turn down sound. Hitting the wrong buttons. Options. Where's sounds? Sounds. Friendly creatures. Because goodness, those guys are loud. Okay, we got some villagers here that I've been trading. We got a blacksmith here that I've been trading a lot of iron for emeralds, since we have an iron farm that's essentially a free trade. I've been using these blacksmiths because they also have a coal trade where you can trade coal for emeralds. It's a great way to get emeralds early on. So this villager has some decent trades. He wants emeralds for diamond axes, which is great. Diamond helmets, which is good. Diamond swords, which is also good. But I'm also wasting a lot of emeralds right now, and I don't have a very steady supply. I don't have infinite emeralds. So I kind of put this guy on hold. We got another blacksmith over here with the same trade. So once again, I've been trading a lot of iron for emeralds and coal for emeralds. Emeralds, if I could speak properly. He's also got some other trades. So I tried trading for this diamond hoe, and then I got that diamond shovel, which is good because I can use that to repair these shovels. And then I got the diamond sword, which is alright. And then we got diamond picks, which is great because I can use that to repair my work picks and things like that. I still got my silky pick on me from Abba. Then we came to this trade, which I thought was kind of weird. 5 diamonds for the emeralds, but I figured since we've already done this, we can trade emeralds for diamonds. It's not a big deal. So I went ahead and I did that trade, and we unlocked the chain helmet, then we unlocked the chain boots, and now we're up to iron chest plate for 11. So again, I kind of felt like we're just wasting emeralds on these guys. So I did this a few times, looking for more of these guys that have iron and coal trades so we can get a bunch of emeralds. But I've also been collecting a bunch of the priest villagers. These are the ones we want. We want these guys to have paper as their very last trade. Unfortunately, I've been having a hard time trying to do this. Now, I've been spending hours down here underground trying to get these guys to trying to get to the right villager that we want for that final trade. And I think we might have one, this guy right here. I think this guy might be our guy, but I don't know for sure. So if we look at his trades, he wants a written book for an emerald, which is great. These are like a lot of the trades that every single one of these priests have. They have the same set trades, just in random orders. So we have the bookshelf trade for 3 emeralds, which is a standard one. The clock, glass for an emerald, books into emeralds, which is also standard. Not a very good one, but it costs 19 emeralds. But we got that far, so I was like, yes, this might be our villager. So I went ahead and I did that trade. Luckily, I only had to do it once to unlock the next one, which was 11 emeralds for a compass. So this is where we're at right now. It is possible that we will get one more trade, which could either be paper or something else. I think it might be gold into emeralds. I can't remember. But this could be the villager that we want. My emerald supply right now, we're down to 6. So we're not looking too good. I'm trying to figure out a way to get some more emeralds. Now we could trade this guy books, which, we can do. We got 18 here. I've been breeding a whole bunch of mushrooms. And I just got a bunch of leather. Let's check this out over here. So I got a whole lot of leather here and a whole lot of raw beef. So we're pretty good in that department. I do need to get myself some sugarcane, which we worked on before. But also, since then, I've set up a wheat farm, which you might have seen a little bit earlier in some of the shots. But I set up a bunch of these 9x9 wheat farms. So we got pumpkin lighting around the sides. I had to steal some of these pumpkins. I forgot to put some underneath the water here. And the center 8 pieces of wheat weren't growing. And I haven't replaced that down there, but yeah, we got the pumpkin lightings all the way around. We have one underneath the water in the center, which provides enough light to let the wheat grow. And I believe this is 2 rows of 4, and each of these are 9 by 9. I don't know how many that is. That's a whole lot of wheat we have here growing. I've also extended out the sugarcane just a little bit further so it matches up with the same distance as this. Although I might put a border around here, kind of like what I've done here with the pumpkins and things like that, just to make it look a little bit nicer. I don't know. I just got done harvesting this, so we're getting some new growth. But yeah, this is pretty cool. We got a lot of sugar cane that's growing all the time, which means we have pretty much an infinite source of paper, which is great because we want to turn paper into emeralds. All right, so I've collected a bunch of sugar canes. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And I think that should be enough. So we're going to take the sugar cane. We are going to convert that into paper. We're going to take the paper and some leather, convert that into books, convert that into emeralds, and hopefully we will be able to get enough emeralds to trade this guy right here, Mr. Eyebrows. Is he not going to look at me? Come on. Hey, buddy. Yep, Mr. Eyebrows. We're going to hopefully get him to have his last trade be paper for emeralds, because at that point we will have all the emeralds we ever need. The only thing that's going to limit us is the amount of sugarcane we have, and we can always make our sugarcane farm way bigger. So it's not a big deal. I just want to get a whole bunch of books here so I can trade books for emeralds so we can try and unlock that paper trade. Let's do this. All right. And currently we have 6 emeralds, so we need how many more? 5 more? What was it? Yeah, we need 5 more emeralds. Will you give me some emeralds for these books? There's 11. All right. Well, let's just get a little bit more. I don't know how many. Okay, so we have 14. I'm hoping this is going to work. Right, so emeralds for compass. Come on. Come on. You can unlock paper trade as your final trade. Oh, no. Oh, my goodness. Okay, so we need to get 11 more of these. Well, he will also have this book trade unlocked once again, so we can get some more emeralds back this way. There's 11. If he lets us keep them all. I think he did. Nice, nice. Did he have anything else that we could trade while we're here so we can just get a bunch more emeralds? And do the written books. Let's do that. I've made up some written books here. And you can just copy those. I didn't really know that before. I guess that's the thing that's been in the game for a while. You make the written book, and then you take the book and quill, you put in your inventory. So a written book with a book and quill, and you copy it. So it's pretty easy to make a whole bunch of these written books. And these are just say A on the page and for the title, so they pretty much say nothing. Hopefully, nope, he did not let us keep all 27 of those emeralds. Ah, that's too bad. That would have been a pretty nice trade. Aha. Okay, so I think we've unlocked... Oh, we can still do the book trade. Is that enough books for an emerald? Alright, we'll do that. So we have 17 emeralds left. Let's see if we can get him to unlock his paper trade. Come on. And hopefully that'll be his very last trade. Now, it might take a while. I'm probably going to have to do this a few more times. Trade for that compass. It's not 100% that they'll always unlock the next trade, which is unfortunate, but that is a thing. So give me a few moments here, guys. I'm going to continue to do this trading, try and build up my emerald supply, buy some more compasses from this guy, and hopefully he will unlock his paper trade. See you guys in just a little bit. Oh my goodness, guys. So I was having a hard time trying to unlock that paper trade, or at least the next trade on our priest village over there. I had to buy a total of 7 compasses for 11 emeralds each. That's 77 emeralds that I had to get to unlock that trade. We finally got that unlocked, but I wanted to show you guys this. I needed a way to get emeralds, and these guys really weren't giving me any way to do that. So I started bringing villagers over, and killing them off if they didn't have any trades that I could get emeralds from. And this guy had a pretty good trade. 28 paper for an emerald. Yeah, so I got a bunch of emeralds from him. And then it locked out. And he never unlocked it. There's no more trades. This guy will never be able to trade again. I'm sorry, buddy. You gotta go. So that's one thing you gotta worry about, though. If you are on the very first trade and you like spam trade and try and get everything from that guy, there's a chance that they won't unlock the next trade and you'll lock out their existing trade. Yeah, that's kind of a problem. I don't know if that's actually a bug in Minecraft or if that's intentional, but I'm curious. This guy over here finally did it, unlocked paper trade. That was his very next trade. So I don't know if this is the very last trade. If it is, that's going to be awesome. It kind of sucks that it's 35 per. It would be better if it was like one of the ones that are like 25 or so per. Really hoping that is his last trade, though. It looks like he didn't unlock anything, which is great. Because if that's the case, he'll always accept paper. He'll never lock that out. And we can always get emeralds from him. So it looked... Did that go down in price? Is that now 34? Maybe it went down in price. Maybe that's the thing. I don't know that much about these villagers. So maybe if you unlock the very last trade and you spam trade it, there's a chance that it'll take a different amount to unlock it, I guess. I don't know. Something I'm going to have to find out. Maybe you guys know. If you know, leave a comment in the comments. It seems like that's what happened. It got cheaper anyway, which leads me to believe that will be its final trade. Although I don't really know for sure. But I tell you guys what, I'm going to chop down a bunch more sugar cane. We need a lot of paper. I want to spam trade that guy and get my collection of emeralds up. That's going to be our bread and butter. If that guy will give us all the emeralds and never lock out, we'll just have to make a really, really, really big sugarcane farm to accommodate that, so we always have emeralds. Alright guys, I'll see you in just a little bit. So I wanted to mention this. I saw that Azuma came over and he took one of my villagers and left this item frame here with a diamond in it as payment. And I wanted to say thank you to him. We did talk on Skype about that. We made the trade that, yeah, he could take any one of these villagers that he wanted from up above, since I'm not really using these guys, and move them over to that area. Over at, I think it was at the courthouse he wanted it for. Did he... Oh, he... Diamond's escaping me. Nope, that is just called a diamond. Okay, let's go and take care of that. I think I'm going to go ahead and get rid of these villagers here. There's really no point in having any of this set up over here. I don't think I've even looked at the trades really on these guys. We did some trading with them, but I don't believe any of them had really excellent trades. Now this guy, since he doesn't have paper as his very first trade, it's possible that paper could be his very last trade. Not likely, but it is possible. I don't know if I'm really going to mess with him too much. I think what I want to do at this point, since we do have a villager whose last trade appears to be paper, I think I'm just going to start expanding my sugarcane farm, getting a whole bunch of paper, and just building up my supply of emeralds. Now right now we're up to 31, which seems like a lot, but when you start trading, you get things that cost 19 emeralds or 5 here, 5 there. They don't always unlock, so you really need a fairly large supply of these emeralds in order to do any decent trading. So yeah, ripping this down is something that's going to happen pretty soon. I don't know if I'm going to keep any villagers up here. I might just get rid of these guys and just keep the ones that we have down below in that other area. I've been breeding up these cows, like I said before. I just culled the herd just a little bit ago, before I started recording today. I think I was up to around 300 or so. What do we got here? 77. That's a more manageable size. But yeah, coming through here, breeding these cows up, getting it with my looting sword so we get a bunch of leather and beef is great. Another thing that I wanted to mention, I think it might have been the episode before last when I made the sugarcane farm. I made it in a checker pattern, and somebody in the comments, I can't remember who it was, said that, you know, that's not the most efficient design. And I didn't really think too much about it at the time because I just wanted to get a whole bunch of sugarcane growing just so I could start trading with the villagers. But then I thought about it for a little bit more, and realized that he's absolutely correct. That wasn't the most efficient design, and we could pack even more sugarcane in there. So I think this might be a good enough spot to kind of show what I'm talking about here. So the pattern that I went with is you start with 4 dirt, and then you leave a spot for water, and then you do 4 more dirt, and so on and so forth. And then you start the next row up. So this would be your water. You go up 1 and over 1, and then you go 2 over here. So it's going to be more lines of 4. So this would be a water block, and you go 4. And then you do the same thing on this side. This would be a water block, so you go 4 over here. Basically, what this allows you to do is have your water source here. You'd have sugarcane, sugarcane, sugarcane. And this would be a water source right here. So that'd be sugarcane, sugarcane, taking up those spots. And then you'd have the water source here, which would be sugarcane, sugarcane. Anyway, it basically allows you to have the least amount of water and the most amount of sugarcane. Each water source has its own for sugarcane growing off of it. So this really is what I found to be the most efficient design. I did this kind of in Paint. I blew up an image so I could see the pixels. I was like, okay, how can we lay this out just so we have the most compact amount of water and dirt for the sugarcane? And this is the pattern I came up with. So you kind of get these little diagonals like where the water goes. But yeah, that's very few spots where there's water and a whole lot of spots where there's going to be the sugarcane. So yeah, that's what I changed the whole farm downstairs to be. And now that I'm going to make it much bigger, I'm going to be repeating the pattern a whole lot. And I thought it was worth mentioning. So for any of you guys who wanted to set up a massive sugarcane farm, doing it that way where you go 4 blocks, then you do water and then 4 blocks, and then you go up 1 and over, and then you start your 4 across that way. Yeah, that's definitely the way to go. I'm sure there's probably a better way to do that. I was also looking, it kind of looked like if you had 4 like that, you could put a water source here, a water source here, a water source here, and a water source here. So it'd always be on like the left side of this little square. And then you could start another square. I don't know. It's kind of weird if you look at those patterns and try and, decide the best way to lay it out. I found doing the 4 in a row and then moving up 1 and over 2 was kind of like the best way. But I'm sure there's probably way better ways to explain it and to describe it for you guys. But yeah, that's the pattern that I was going with. So I think what I'm going to do at this point, I'm going to go back down to the sugarcane area, and I am going to start making that farm really big. I mean, it's pretty big now, but I want to see this emerald supply just explode. Since we can turn 34 paper into 1 emerald, we're going to need a bunch of paper. So that's what I'm going to work on now. I'm going to start doing that, and I will check in with you guys in just a little bit. Okay, guys. So I've spent some time here extending out the sugarcane farm a little bit bigger. You can kind of see where I started from right here all the way over. That's all new stuff. And I would have kept going probably all the way to this wall, but I ran out of pumpkins. And I want to make sure this is lit up so we're not spawning hostile mobs. This is as far as I could go. Unfortunately, I need to go grab a whole bunch more pumpkins. I might go over to like Red Eye's pie shop in 1.6 village. I know he had a whole lot of pumpkins there, and I don't think they're getting any use. Maybe I'll talk to him, see if I can just take them without, take him with his permission, I guess I should say. Hey, monkey. But yeah, so this is going to be a lot more sugar cane. And I was just trading with the villager over here. Let's see, this guy, our paper trader, and he did in fact change the trade, the very last one, and it's now 26 paper per emerald, which is awesome. So it looks like this does randomly change to a different amount. So I don't know if it only gets smaller, if it'll go back up higher. Hopefully it doesn't get up too high. But yeah, we have a fairly large sugarcane operation now, so I should be able to collect a whole lot of this stuff, do a whole bunch of massive trades, collect a lot of diamonds, which is great. So now that not diamonds, emeralds. So now that we have a good supply of emeralds, I could try and unlock some more of these villagers here. Maybe some of these librarians will have a great book that we can trade emeralds for. Maybe we can get another one with the last trade being paper, so we can kind of alternate between two, although I don't really think there's a point on doing that. Another thing we can do is we can start trading with these guys, our blacksmith villagers, and we can start getting a whole bunch of diamond hoes and pickaxes. Let's see. What does this guy want? He wanted 11 emeralds for this iron chest plate. You know what? Let's do that. Let's continue unlocking this guy. Hopefully he will give us another trade. Maybe it'll be something good. I don't know. But yeah, the iron armor is something I really don't need. And he unlocked iron shovel. You know what? Let's do it. We basically have infinite emeralds at this point, so I'm not feeling too bad about doing this. It's just going to take time for the sugarcane to grow and then collecting it all. You unlock anything beyond that? Ooh, look at that. Diamond boots. That's excellent, because I can use those to repair my things, my boots, and I don't have to waste diamonds to do that. Now, if we can get this guy to unlock pants, chest plate, and helmet, whew, our diamond armor will always be good. It'll just cost sugarcane. Yeah, I think that's where we want to go. Alright, guys, I think I'm going to go ahead and end the episode here. There's really not a lot more else that we can do. I'm kind of stuck at this point. I need to grow some more of these pumpkins, like I was saying, or collect them from Red Eyes. I'll have to talk to him about that. But yeah, guys, that's going to do it for today. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to leave a like on this episode if you did like it. And we'll see you next time. Huh.